Hello! Welcome to my apartment and welcome to my first ever apartment tour video. Space of my apartment here. Do you know what it is? And now I have my famous coffee in my hand. Very basic. I'm gonna be really honest to share with you that they're the biggest apartment I have ever lived in. I moved to this apartment a few months ago and a lot of you have requested me to have a house tour video, so here we are. I will show you in this video my 82 square meter apartment and also share with you some of my tips to survive the dark cold winter here in Finland. When you enter the apartment, the first thing you will see is this very huge mirror cabinet. It is one of my favorite things in the apartment because the big mirror reflects the light from the window over there, so the apartment is much brighter and also more spacious. This is where I store a lot of things, especially my huge jackets in these areas, and also I store my home workout equipment here. It is a little bit messy, but you can see that I put all my home workout equipment here, and this is one of my tips to stay active during the cold, dark winter in Finland, because on the day when I don't feel like going out to survive the snow and go to the gym, I can just use this equipment to have an active home workout, and this is one of my tips to survive and stay active during winter in Finland. From the entrance, you will immediately see the living room space of my apartment here. So as you can see in my living room, there's a lot of plants here, and there, over there too. So I love plants, and also I feel like during winter when I have a lot of plants and also plant lights in the apartment, all of these make my apartment feel much more alive, brighter, and also more positive when it's very cold or dark outside. This is where I relax in the evening. Sometimes I watch televisions. I also eat here sometimes, and I have to be really careful because everything is white here, but it's also my favorite spot to read and also work because I have my plants right next to me. Now I wonder, do you know what it is? Frankly, about 2 or 3 years ago, I didn't know what it is. But so, this is architect panels. It is something very special and important to my boyfriend because for him, good sound quality in the apartment is very important. And that's why we have this in the living room. And to me, it adds a touch of color, especially orange to the living room. So I also really like it, mainly for the aesthetic purpose. From the living room areas, straight here, it is my kitchen and also the dining space. One tip to survive the winter day here is that always take the vitamin D as a supplement. I usually put it here right next to my dining table so that it's really easy and convenient for me to take supplements every morning when I eat breakfast. In this new apartment, the kitchen space is a little bit smaller than my previous one, but I'm also really glad that the dining area, let me show you here, it actually much more spacious than the previous apartment. So actually I could host a lot more friends here in my apartment, so it is a good point. I actually cooking chicken now. Ooh, wow, it's gonna be so crispy, I swear. Wow. Wait, do you remember to put the lemon? Perfect. This is my lunch for today. We have, I think this is like basil lemon chicken, and then just rice and vegetable. To be completely honest with you, I didn't plan this to be like a cooking video as well because I planned it just to be about how tour. But then in Finland, there's only a few hours of light during winter and it's usually during lunchtime. So I was like, okay, let's try to film quickly, but then lunchtime approached. So now we're gonna cook a little bit of soup with chicken to eat with rice. So now it's become like cook with me video then. There's a little fun fact about my kitchens is that we barely buy snack home, especially like those kind of chips, because I think in order to stop yourself from snacking, you should stop buying it home. I usually buy fruit and also yogurts, made homemade granolas, and they are my favorite snack. I just feel like it's much better for health. Yes, I usually do meal prep at weekend for the busy weekdays. I would say mostly for lunch, but then I still have few day or few dinner that I just want to cook. And one of my tips to, save a bit of your time if you want to cook fresh food is that I will chop like spring onions, also garlic, and then I will put them to container and then put in the freezer, so that whenever I cook, I use almost all the time garlic and spring onions, and they are ready for me to use, so that I save the prep time just a little bit when I cook the fresh food. Just finished my lunch and now I have my famous coffee in my hand, and I will introduce to you my favorite space of my apartment is my workroom. Welcome, welcome. Yes, my beautiful plants. I have plants in the living rooms, in my workrooms, books also here, and this is where I work almost every day. You might have seen this similar table and setup in the previous apartment, and now here I add one more thing is all my favorite postcards from traveling and also from my friends, family sending to me when they travel. And yeah, my goal for this year. Yeah, we will see how much of this I will achieve this year. And this is where I filmed, I would say, half of my video recently. I love this background because it's have my plants. I don't know, I keep saying plants so many times, but plants truly set the tone of the day for me because it's my own workroom, so I don't feel like I'm distracted by everything in the living room or in the kitchen. Well, yeah, very basic. And this is all of my favorite books I have been reading in the past few years. I'm a person who love buying books because I love reading books, and also I want to use them to decorate my workspace. As you can see from here, I have a few artwork that I really should decide where I will put them, but for now I just all gather them here and okay, wait for one more day I will do it. We will see when I will finish this art project. And in this workroom, there's a small door. It leads to my wardrobe space. Well, it's a bit messy, so I don't really want to show you here, but in my first time ever, I have a walk-in closet. Personally, I think this wardrobe can be designed much better so that I can put more clothes, but unfortunately, it wasn't. So at some point in life, I want to be a designer, frankly. Okay, so this is everything about my workspace, my most favorite area in the apartment. And now let's go to the next room. And now we're gonna go to my bedroom. To be honest, this is the room that I haven't decorated much because I'm just here for 8 hours for sleep. But I want to make sure it is cozy enough and it's very relaxing for me to calm down and also to wind out at the end of the day. Here, I have one important tips for you to survive the dark, cold winter in Finland. It's to buy yourself a wake-up light alarm. I swear this is one of the best purchase I've made in 2025 because in Finland, it's really dark in the morning. The sun won't rise until 9 or 10 a.m. I'm honest here. So imagine if you want to wake up early at 6 a.m. it's still midnight and it's very hard for you to wake up. And I remember before I felt really rushed and a bit irritated to hear the alarms in my phone. It's very disturbing, and also the whole room is still so dark and I didn't feel like it's morning at all. So I decided to go through Amazon, and then I checked a lot of options. In the end, I bought this one. It's a bit more pricey than other options, but I think I want to buy something to use for a long time, so I invested in a bit better quality option. And this one, it have a lot of relaxing sound. It's not only for wake up alarm, but I also use it for calm music when I read before bedtime. And the main features of it is the wake up alarm. That's about 5 or 10 minutes before my morning alarms. The lights will be on, and it's brighten up the room. And that's why the first thing welcome me in the morning is a very gentle morning light and also calm sound. This alarm has really supported me to wake up early in the morning, even when it's very dark and cold outside. So if you also struggle with wake up early in the morning, then I would suggest you to invest in a good wake up light alarm. My bedrooms will also lead to a pretty spacious balcony outside, but because it's winter, it's very cold, so I haven't been there very often. But I think during summer, this area will be perfect for eating, reading outside, and also go up the sauna. It's like perfect, but not ideal for me during winter yet. And now let's explore the last room in my apartment, the bathroom. I'm gonna be really honest to share with you that one of the big reasons why I rented this apartment was because of this big ass mirror. I did think about, okay, can I film my content here? Is the bathroom big and spacious enough for me to do like makeup content, even though I'm not a makeup artist? Or like, I just in general love having very big mirror in the bathroom. And let me tell you that in most of the rented apartment in Finland, it's not common to have very big mirror. It's like most of the time it's very like small, like a box. And that's why when I saw this bathroom of this apartment, it was one of the best selling point for me to decide to rent immediately. To be honest, I decided to rent this apartment before the house tour, so yeah, I'm pretty mad in love with this apartment right immediately. And here we have a dedicated sauna in the bathroom. I think during winter I go to sauna much more often, maybe just because of the cold winter, then I crave for more heat. But sauna really calm me down a lot, and sauna is also one of my favorite time of the week for me to really take a good care of my body. If you're in Finland or you're Finnish or you know a little bit about Finnish culture, then you will understand how big sauna is as part of the culture here. Like, sauna is actually a Finnish word, and it's become like international known in English. So that's almost everything for my house tour video. I hope you enjoy it, and also please let me know how you think about my apartment. And very, very importantly, I would love to hear any suggestion from you that's where in this apartment I should hang the artwork that I now leave them in the workroom, because I really should invest more time to decorate this apartment more. A lot more. In the end of this video, I just want to say thank you so much for having here, following me for a long time, especially for those who have been with me from many years ago when I still live in the very, very old apartment, until I lived to a bit more spacious apartment, the previous one, and until now, the biggest apartment I have ever lived in. It has been a very long journey, a lot of time, a lot of memories have been made in the apartment, and in this one, I hope it will become truly a safe space for me to rest, relax, and also a space for me to become more creative and create more meaningful, impactful content for you guys. Alright, it's when I filmed this video, it's beginning of January, and I just want to once more time say Happy New Year. I'm wishing the best for all of you. If you need help with planning your new year, then check out this video here. I don't know why I should promote about this video, but now I just think of it like maybe it's gonna be useful for you to watch. Have a nice day, Happy New Year's, and see you in my next YouTube video or on my Instagram content. Bye bye!